Is it my break time yet? Like, is anyone gonna come give me a break or what? I don't know if you've thought that when becoming a mom of littles, but seriously, right? It is a full-time job and it can be so exhausting to keep up with your daily responsibilities while also staying energized and focused. That's why, mamas, in today's episode, I'll be sharing some natural ways to boost your energy levels and help you power through your day. Whether you're a brand new mom of a newborn or you're one trying to keep up with her active toddler, these energy boosting tips will help you feel more refreshed, focused, and productive. I promise. So what are we waiting for, right? Let's do it. Let's get started. Hey, mama, welcome to the Energized Mama podcast. Do you want a better work-life balance and more time and energy? Do you find yourself thinking, how can I add more hours into the day? Or are you Googling how to deal with mom guilt and can my marriage survive toddlers? Do you wake up with big goals only to feel overwhelmed and defeated when you have no one to help you and your littles aren't listening to you again? Hey, I'm Cheyanne. I too was an exhausted mom away from the help of my family. I too felt constantly drained with a strong-willed toddler and wished I could find balance between being a wife, a mom, stepmom, and entrepreneur. I wanted more energy to give myself and my husband, to discipline my kids confidently, and incorporate faith into our home. All the things, right? But I kept telling myself that I couldn't do it feeling this exhausted and without a community supporting around me. Until I found a healthy balance and endless energy in raising Jesus-loving littles. In this podcast, you will find that too. You will find time and energy boosting tips and tricks, guidance for disciplining your littles, and what to do when you have no help so that you will find balance between all your roles. Stop feeling drained and learn to trust your own mom tuition. Time to grab those headphones, pour that green smoothie, and get ready to get your daily energy boost. I've got you, mama. Ooh, today's review of the Energized Mama podcast comes from Sam. She is also a fellow podcaster, and you can find her at the Abundant Women Collective. She shares, Mamas of Littles, this is a must-listen podcast. Whether you have a village next to you in person or not, let Cheyanne be that for you. Her podcast is full of energy, full of practical tips and encouragement to dig you out of the trenches of motherhood. It can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Amen, sister. That is exactly my intention for this podcast, is to help you mamas feel, of course, fueled and energized, but ultimately help you feel not alone and know that this is a safe space. So I am so thankful for women like Sam that speak up and speak out and share her heart, and I'm honored to hear from each and every one of you. If you want to leave me a review, go ahead at the end of this podcast and go to Apple Podcasts and hit a review. It's the best way that I get a chance to get to know you, and I would love to feature you on an upcoming episode here at the Energized Mama podcast. Moms of Littles, Moms of Littles. How about that? You weren't expecting me to sing, were you? If anybody listening has watched Rachel, Miss Rachel on YouTube, right? You know exactly where I got that jingle from. Hers may be songs for littles, but here I'm talking to moms of littles, and I am here to help you find those natural energy boosts to help power you through the day, right? So first and foremost, I just want to talk about how challenging it can be to maintain high levels of energy when you have a toddler, right? So often the things that we do every single day from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, it just is very draining. It can be really, really exhausting to be on 24/7 and to be there and try to be fully present. So that's what I'm here for today. I'm going to give you 8 simple tips, something you can start diving into right away to help fuel you in the midst of that craziness and that chaos that is the season of raising toddlers. So here we go. Tip number 1 of a natural way that you can raise your energy and boost it all day long for yourself as a mom is to start your day with a healthy breakfast, right? So eating a healthy breakfast can give you the energy you need to start your day. And if you choose the right stuff, it'll actually keep you energized through the rest of the day. So what my encouragement would be is to opt for foods that are 1, high in protein, and 2, complex carbs. So it might look like something like an egg omelet, oatmeal, whole grain toast. One of my favorites is to put avocado on your toast, and then you're getting some healthy fat there, but something that is going to not just fill you, but fuel you, right? And that's why it's important to have that combination with the complex carbs, because complex carbs are not something to be afraid of. Carbs really get a bad name out there nowadays, but when you choose the complex, which is going to be the whole grain toast or the oatmeal, it's going to be something that's going to keep you fuller, which we know as a mom of littles, sometimes breakfast is that one meal of the day that you're at home, you're not on the go, that you can actually get in your body. So aim to cook something for yourself that's going to benefit you. And ultimately, it can also be something that you teach your children how to eat and consume too. So it's a double bonus. You can start your day with a healthy breakfast and also your little kiddos. All right, mamas, where are all my tea drinkers at? Okay. Tip number 2, natural energy boost, is to incorporate green tea into your life. Did you know that green tea actually contains caffeine and antioxidants that can help boost your energy levels? It's a great, healthier alternative to that other C word, right? Not just caffeine, but coffee or the sugary energy drinks, right? So often you can also find in the stores something that promotes and says that it's green tea, but you want to make sure for it to really have the benefits of the antioxidants that you get it as raw as possible. There's a lot of stores that sell it in the tea bags, or you can get it raw, or what can't you get on Amazon nowadays, right? So again, this is something so simple because it's something you can either brew the night before if you're like me and you prefer it to be more cold, and then you can put it in the refrigerator and it's good to go the next day. Or just simply turn on some hot water in the morning while you're making that healthy breakfast, right? And then pour yourself a cup, and you can have it as a long-term solution for your day as you drink your green tea throughout the entire day. And something totally simple that you can do, and it takes 3 minutes. Tip number 3 is take a walk on the wild side. Okay, whatever side you want to walk on, just take a walk. Take a walk outside. Spending time in nature and getting some fresh air can really help increase your energy moods. Look at that, your energy levels. And double bonus is to improve your mood. There you go, energy moods. I kind of like that, going together. Energy levels and improve your mood. It's a double win, right? You get outside, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the concept of grounding. It's actually, there's research that shows about the energetic levels of the earth. And if you take time every day to walk barefoot, might be a little harder in the winter time, but in the summertime or spring, when just everything's coming alive again and you really ground into nature, you really let your bare feet touch nature, there's research that shows that it improves the energetic levels in your own life. So I've done it. It feels good. There's just something too very playful, I feel, about being barefoot outside. It brings you back to that time when you didn't worry about your energy levels when you were a kid, right? And you had all this boundless energy that I'm sure you see flowing and exuding out of your own toddler. So again, incorporate your family into this. It doesn't always have to be something that you do separate. You can do a lot of these tips with your family, with your toddler at your side. So again, if it's a nice day, take a walk outside and watch how you instantly raise those energy moods, right? Those energy levels, and improve your mood all at the same time. Tip number 4 is something maybe you can do while you're taking a walk outside, is snack on healthy foods. Set yourself up for success here, right? Snacking is kind of my love language. I have been someone for many years that has survived on a 4 to 5 small meals a day kind of a regimen. If you guys have been listening to my podcast for a while, it's okay if you're new. I've shared a lot of my health background, and one huge victory that I've had in my life is I've lost 100 pounds, and I've lost it several times over. I've now had 2 pregnancies, and I've lost my baby weight afterwards. And the way I've been able to do this while also maintaining energy to keep up with my family and with breastfeeding has been to have healthy foods, healthy snacks on hand at all times. So yes, mamas, this actually means taking a cooler with me or loading up my diaper bag with healthy snacks, not just for my toddler, but also for me. And what does this actually look like practically? So it could be something as simple as fruits. Even dried fruits are really great. They're easier to take on the go and not have to worry about them spoiling. You can do vegetables. You can even do dehydrated vegetables that kind of end up looking more like chips, and they give you that crunchy, salty flavor. There's nuts and there's seeds, and all these things are so great because they actually help maintain your blood sugar levels and keep them stable. So what that means is, instead of going up and down, like sometimes we feel all day long, even emotionally, these type of snacks are going to help you keep more maintained on an even level and avoid your energy crashes that could happen. Here we go. Natural energy boost number 5 is one of my new personal favorites since actually becoming a mom 3 years ago is take a power nap. Now, I emphasize on the word power, okay? I used to be one of those people, and I remember telling my husband when we first got married, baby, I don't know how you nap, because he could just nap like the drop of a hat and feel so refreshed after a few minutes, where I always felt like in the past, I needed at least 2.5 hours to take a nap. Well, who has that time when you're a mom of a newborn or littles, right? You barely have enough time to get that much in the evening without being interrupted. So thinking about taking a nap in the middle of the day, what? But that's why I want to encourage you, especially if you're feeling particularly tired and just worn down, to take a short nap. Something no more than 20-25 minutes. A 25-minute power nap can actually help you recharge and feel more alert. Something I had to teach myself is when I would lay down, and I've done this now since becoming a mom, is laying down in these moments, of course, like doing the best I can to set myself up to actually fall asleep. So whether that was spraying lavender in the room, turning off all my devices, practicing some prayer and meditation as I'm winding down. But even if I didn't fall asleep, I didn't want that to be conditional on whether or not I felt this power nap was positive or not, or whether it was successful. I noticed even just by getting in a dark room and laying down either on my couch or my bed, even if I didn't fall asleep, I did feel recharged and I felt better and more prepared to handle the rest of the day just because I gave my body and my mind that opportunity to reset. Hey, mama. Do you wish there was a way to stop feeling emotionally drained by your life as a mom of littles? Do you wish you could have more energy for your husband without constantly feeling just totally physically exhausted? I know what it feels like to want more from your life than just being a mom. I know what it feels like to be overwhelmed with, well, where to begin to stop the stress in my everyday life, and to have no idea what healthy habits to implement into my own home that'll actually make a difference. I also know what it feels like to be totally lost and how to create a realistic and sustainable plan that works for me in my home. And I know what it feels like to just think that you just can't be energetic while you parent a household full of littles that demand so much of you. At least one that doesn't rely on either coffee for energy or wine to distress. Am I right? Well, now I want you to imagine if you no longer felt completely exhausted at the end of your day. Imagine if you had the time to go on dates with your husband and you had the energy to give yourself some much needed me time. And if you had easy to implement systems and strategies that would allow you to be that energetic and vibrant mama you want to be, all at the same time while still raising your kids the exact way you want. Wow. I have great news for you. That's why I created the More Energy Method, a customized blueprint to clear your chaos and bring back more energy into your everyday life. It's where I teach you to decrease stress while increasing your energy. You will be able to stick with this super simple plan, tailor-made for you, by the way, that will establish new healthy habits that'll unlock energy without taking away focus from your kids or require huge commitments of time. You will walk away with crystal clear clarity of exactly what to focus on. You'll walk away with a plan that'll help you exactly know how to do it, and with the confidence as a woman, wife, and mother to make the changes you need to and keep them for good. So mama, if you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and exhausted the moment you wake up and instead feel rejuvenated throughout the day and go to bed satisfied, even as a busy mom of littles, then there's no time like the present to take this step for yourself when you right now can actually get 20% off during the month of April and May. This offer will expire come June 1st, and I think we can both agree you deserve this freedom right now. Plus, when you buy now, you get my special bonus where I show you exactly how to implement this blueprint with your husband and unlock his own energy too. So go. Head to energyformoms.com. I even have the link below to make it very simple for you. It's time to lose the stress while gaining yourself back and have endless amounts of energy for yourself, your husband, and a life beyond just your littles. How are we doing so far? Giving you a little bit of a check-in. Have you been writing some of these down? Have some of them resonated with you? I really hope so, because we've got 3 more that I'm so excited to share with you. So the number 6 natural energy boost that you can try is is to stay hydrated, right? Something so simple we can do, we can add more water into our day. Now, number two tip was to drink more green tea, and that is a great opportunity, but nothing is going to beat having more water in your day. Now, why is water so important? Because the opposite of hydration is dehydration, right? And when you're dehydrated, it can cause fatigue. And fatigue is something that sets us all up to fail when we have a very busy schedule and we're taking care of a family, of a home, and of a business. So make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day, not just in the morning, not just in the evening, but progressively throughout the day. A great simple way that you can do this is either getting a big pitcher of water that you pour from each day, or a water bottle that has the certain amount of recommended ounces or milliliters that you want each day, and set yourself some goals. I love those water bottles out there that tell you like, oh, drink this much by this time and this time and this time, because it allows you to see how well you're doing, and it can be a really positive challenge to incorporate into your life every day that's going to naturally boost your energy, your confidence, and your mood. Namaste. That's right. Here we go, ladies. It is tip number 7 for a natural energy boost is to, you may have guessed it, but practice yoga. Practice yoga. Yoga is something I had never really tried until I was about 25 years old. And then when I was in my late 20s, it really became almost a lifestyle and a way of life. I realized how important it was to stay connected to my body, even when I didn't like how my body looked. As I shared earlier in today's episode, I've lost 100 pounds, and I first started practicing yoga when I was about 220 pounds, and I just did not feel comfortable in my body. I would look at these women in my yoga class or in these yoga magazines, or say on the pictures when they try to sell you yoga outfits, and I just felt like, wow, I don't look like that, or I can't do that pose. But I started practicing in a studio and at home, and I had really encouraging instructors, and I'm hoping that's what I can be to you today. They would remind me that every inch or every millimeter matters. Every single pose that you do can progressively and very quickly actually get better. So this is a great way to naturally boost not just your energy, but your confidence in yourself. Yoga has been shown in research to be a great way to increase your energy levels, but also reduce stress. So what I would suggest is, if you've never done it before, or if you're trying to start it back up, is go at it from doing a few of the simple poses. Some that you can Google and look up are, say, downward dog, child's pose, tree pose, the ones that are very simple, and yet they also have different methods or different poses that you can build upon. Again, this is like where we're starting, right? If you haven't been doing yoga, or maybe you're a big yogi, find poses or find ways that can help you grow and allow you to feel energized just by doing and committing to it. And you can do this in as simple as 10 minutes a day. And here we are, mamas. We are to our last point for natural energy boosts for mamas of toddlers. And this one may sound like the most challenging, but there is a reason why I put it last. It is get enough sleep, because getting enough sleep is so crucial for maintaining your high energy levels throughout the day. Where I could have talked about this first, I wanted to make sure I had your attention, because I know getting sleep is not easy as a mom of littles. However, it is so important, and is such a vital part of allowing you to take care of the rest of your day. The rest of all of your challenges, all of the chaos that may come, is only going to be easier to do when you get enough sleep. I would encourage you to aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. And I know that this isn't always practical when you have a newborn or you have a toddler maybe struggling with some sleep regression. So do your best, do what you can, and incorporate things into your life that set you up best for sleep. So it can look like something as simple as turning off devices 30-40 minutes before going to bed, sleeping with your phone in another room, having a night light in your room, or a diffuser that has lavender going off. Maybe if you're pregnant like I am at the recording of this episode, making sure you have enough pillows to make you feel comfortable. And relax, really just lean into this season. You know, what's funny is something that my husband and I do when we're struggling with getting enough sleep is we actually put on this app that's called the Encounter app. And it's all about biblical meditation, spiritual thoughtfulness. And what's funny is it starts to help you focus on unwinding and relaxing, very often we actually fall asleep during the middle of the episode. They're about 15 minutes each. So that's kind of our sleep remedy or recipe, as much as we definitely want to encourage you to go check it out and listen to it just because it is so nourishing for the soul. But if you're having a hard time shutting your brain off, as I know when you have littles, you're thinking about them and their lives so much, a great way to literally encounter God and encounter rest and peacefulness at night, go ahead, go download the Encounter app, and I'm really curious to see how it helps you. And that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you found these natural energy boosting tips helpful, and ultimately that you feel motivated to incorporate them into your daily routine. Remember, Mama, by adding these into your every single day, you can help increase your energy levels and maintain a more balanced and healthy lifestyle, and ultimately have more energy for yourself and for your husband. Now, I know that this can be really hard to know, one, what to do with all of this. How do you incorporate this into your life, but also to stick with it, right? I think we all need a healthy sense of accountability and support in our lives. And that's exactly why I created my own private Facebook group dedicated to moms just like you. Moms of littles who want to find balance in life, boost their energy, and ultimately raise kids that are loving and that love people the way that God loves them. If you want a space that has that to offer you in a very private and very confirming and very communicative way, please come join me. I have the link below, or you can find us at momnationcommunity.com, and we would love to have you.
Is infertility causing you emotional distress? How would you feel if I told you that you're not alone and that there is a brighter way out? I know, Mama, because I've been there. You'll learn how to reset your faith, your feelings, and your emotional twists and turns, and take inspiration from stories from other women. I want you to grab your copy of I'm Fruitful, an infertility support magazine that will help you rekindle your faith after infertility, forgive yourself, and experience grace after such a challenging experience. Join their IG community at I'm Fruitful of supportive women who have been through the same thing as you, as me, and you'll never feel alone again.